Transliteration is a system of converting hieroglyphs into Roman script, the alphabet we use in languages such as English, before translating them. Take, for example, the word house, per, in Egyptian. We don't translate straight from hieroglyph to house. We transliterate the hieroglyph to the Roman letters P and R, and then translate to house. Transliteration isn't just something Egyptologists use. There are transliteration systems for any language that uses a different script. Transliteration is a standard part of translating any ancient language, including Egyptian, Greek, and cuneiform. But why use transliteration? Transliteration allows us to represent the characters in a word accurately, but in a more recognisable form, the alphabet we use on a daily basis. Also, there are some sounds in Egyptian which we don't have in English. Where we don't have an exact match in our alphabet, Egyptologists don't confuse the issue by using approximations. Instead, they use some special transliteration characters, which I'll cover in a moment. It can also help us see the structure of a text more effectively, as Egyptian didn't have punctuation or put spaces between words. When you're done, you end up with something like this. The hieroglyphs are at the top, the transliteration in the middle, and the translation at the bottom. Most transliteration characters are the same as our letters, such as P, T, S, G, and R. What you won't see are our standard vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, because the Egyptians didn't write them down. What you will see are some unfamiliar characters. These represent sounds that we either don't have in English, such as the aleph and ayin, which are sounds that you'll find in other Semitic languages, like Arabic and Hebrew, or sounds that we make in English using more than one letter, such as the underlined T, which makes a ch sound, like in the word scratch. Here's a list of all transliteration characters and what we translate them into. It's a lot to remember. If you want to learn them, you can download a desktop wallpaper from the Scribe Academy website to have them right at hand. Because of these non-standard characters, when on the internet, Egyptologists often use a system called manual decodage instead of transliteration. It was developed in the 1980s and was originally designed to allow Egyptologists to faithfully represent entire Egyptian texts, including the exact positioning of each hieroglyph, without needing hieroglyphic and transliteration fonts, which were scarce back in those days. These days, however, it's mostly used at a much more basic level to compensate for the non-standard transliteration characters, which are replaced with standard on-your-keyboard letters. It gets around the problem of not being able to use specialist fonts in emails, forums, social networking, and so on. Using the example of the offering formula earlier in this post, here's some manual decodage in action, which you can see here underneath the transliteration.